If you're craving something spicy and satisfying, try this mutton biryani. Heat the oil over medium flame. Fry the thinly sliced onions until they are golden brown. Saute ginger garlic paste until fragrant. Add the meat and cook until color changes. Spice it up with some salt, cumin, coriander, garam masala, red chili, and turmeric. Stir well to combine and cook the spices for a few minutes. Add the chopped tomatoes along with water. Cover and let it cook until the meat is almost tender. Lower the flame and combine the whisk yogurt and dried plums. At this point, check the gravy thickness as you desire. Boil the water in a large pot. For the flavors, add whole spices, lemon, and green chilies. Add the soaked rice and boil until still have a bite to it. Drain and set aside. Start layering with the boiled rice on the bottom. Next, mutton gravy. Sprinkle chopped coriander and mint on top. Add another layer of the rice. Pour the liquid food color and garnish. Cover the pot tightly with a tea towel and lid, and place on a dum for 25 minutes on low-medium flame. Next, open the lid, fluff the rice, and I can't wait to enjoy it with some salad and raita. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Taste the flavors. Today, I'll be sharing a delicious and simple recipe for chicken kebabs served with a refreshing Turkish salad, juicy and tender. Let's start by making the marinade. Combine creamy yogurt as the base, then grate an onion. It's important to squeeze out all the moisture using a clean kitchen towel before adding in. Along with the onion, mix in with some tomato paste, pepper paste, salt for seasoning, cumin, Turkish chili flakes, paprika, and black pepper. Don't forget the minced garlic and a splash of fresh lemon juice. Add mustard or olive oil. Now mix all these until you have a smooth marinade. Next, add the bite-sized chicken pieces. Coat it well, cover and let it marinate for at least 3 to 4 hours or overnight. Preheat the oven. Once oven is heating up, it's time to prepare the skewers. Thread the marinated chicken pieces onto the skewers. Now line a baking tray with a parchment paper and place the skewers on it. Bake the chicken kebabs for about 30 to 40 minutes, turn halfway through. Boil for a beautiful char. Let's prepare the refreshing salad. Start by slicing an onion, tomato, some chopped parsley, sprinkle sumac and Turkish chili flakes. In the last, drizzle with some molasses. Once the kebabs are ready, take out and let them rest for a few minutes to lock in all the juices. Now it's time to serve these hot alongside with the prepared Turkish salad, a few lemon wedges, your favorite dipping sauce, and that's it. Hi everyone. Today I'm very excited because I'm hosting a simple get-together with my best friends and their families. I'm going to make some simple food to enjoy together. So let's get started. First up, I'm marinating some tandoori chicken. Grab a big bowl and start adding the ingredients: yogurt, fresh crushed ginger garlic, and freshly squeezed lemon juice, red chili, cumin, coriander, garam masala, turmeric, salt, fenugreek leaves, and this is totally optional. Add a red food color and a pour mustard oil. Now wash and dry the chicken legs. Make a deep gashes to help the marinade infuse volleyball. Rub the marinade all over the chicken legs and I'm letting it rest for as long as I can. Next, I'm preparing the easiest biryani ever. Taking some lamb and mix in salt, cumin, coriander, garam masala, red chili powder, turmeric, my homemade biryani masala, and yogurt. For the extra flavor boost, blend tomatoes, ginger, garlic into a puree and add in along with fried onions. I'm using a store-bought today, but I always recommend freshly fried onions at home. Ghee, chopped coriander, and a mint. Mix it all up and let it marinate for at least 6 hours. It's the next day, so let's whip up some rasmalai, cream milk cake. Mix milk and rasmalai mix, cook for a bit, and then add evaporated milk and condensed milk. Take a serving dish, lay down a plain cake, pour the mixture over and let it soak for 3 hours. After that, I'm whipping up some double cream, icing sugar and cream cheese to spread all over the cake. Smooth it out and garnish with pistachios and dried rose petals for that fancy touch. Next, I'm also arranging a few pretty flowers for decoration I just got from S. Now I'm making 2 raitas, one for biryani and one for tandoori chicken. Chop up some tomatoes, cucumber and onions. Take yogurt, add chaat masala and roasted crushed cumin seeds. Toss in that chopped veggies and for green raita, blend coriander, mint, green chilies, garlic and salt. Add water to make a paste and mix it with some yogurt. Adjust the taste as you like. Now it's time to cook the meat in a pressure cooker with a glass of water until it's just tender. For me, it's about 15 minutes. Meanwhile, boil the soaked rice until it's just right and drain it. When everything is ready, I will start layering the biryani, but I will wait to them until the guests arrive. I'm also steaming some broccoli and carrots. Weather in the UK is very nice at the moment, so I'm setting up some outdoor furniture. We will hang out here. So here it is, main part of the furniture, and the next we freshly painted these chairs recently, so I'm arranging that as well. And grilling the tandoori chicken on the barbecue grill with Khilji Saab taking the charge of that. Nearly entered the tandoori chicken. As soon as my friends arrive, I will start serving up the food. On the menu today, we have got some dahi bhallas and baked pasta that my friends brought along. I have both recipes on my page, so I will linking in the caption as well. Meanwhile, I'm about to open the dum of the biryani, so look at the fluffy rice. Let's serve. And for a little extra crunch, let's fry some french fries too. To finish off this feast, I will serving the dessert, and now time to make some chai. All the recipes and products I have used are linked in the caption below. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I can't wait to share more delicious moments with you in the future.
This is incredible.
أنا من عشاق البرجر وكل أسبوع لازم أسوي، فقررت أسوي اليوم لكن بلمسة مميزة وصار برجر ذهبي. بصراحة شكله شهي. طبعا نص الأغراض مخلصة وطلبتها من التميمي. وصلتني الأغراض وبدأت أجهز الوصفة. حطيت البطاطس في القلاية وهنا جهزت الصوص مايونيز كاتشب مخلل بابريكا حار ومدخن وعسل وفلفل. حمست البصل في زبدة وزيت وأضفت شوية موية وسكر بني وخل لحد ما تحمر. كورت اللحم وتبلته ملح وفلفل وبعد ما استوى حطيت جبن وغطيت عليه يذوب. وهنا زينت الخبز ببودرة الذهب قابلة للأكل طبعا. حبيت لونه. ولا يفوتكم التميمي هالمرة عندهم سحب على 40 سبيكة ذهب. ضروري ادخل حسابهم وشوفوا التفاصيل. شاركوا ولا تفوتوا عليكم الفرصة. كذا كل شيء جاهز وما يحلى البرجر إلا بمشروبي المفضل آيس تي من ليبتون وبألف عافية.
Whenever I need a dinner that's seasoned to perfection but doesn't require my entire spice cabinet, I make this air fryer paprika chicken. Season some chicken thighs with lemon juice, smoked paprika, a couple other spices, minced garlic, and olive oil. Massage it all in and let this marinate for as long as you like. To make it a full meal, I like to peel and cut up some yellow potatoes and then add that to the base of an air fryer basket with a little bit of oil, garlic salt, and fresh thyme. Lay the marinated chicken on top of the potatoes with the skin side facing down, air fry for 20 minutes, then flip and air fry for 10 more minutes to get that skin crispy. Serve this with some steamed broccoli on the side and it's ready to enjoy. Any form of stir fry will always be an elite dinner because of how quickly it comes together, so let's make Mongolian beef noodles. Start by tenderizing some beef in a baking soda water solution, then season it up with some soy sauce, white pepper, salt, cornstarch, and avocado oil. Then in a small bowl, combine soy sauce, chicken broth, brown sugar, oyster sauce, and white pepper. Stir fry the beef for a couple minutes until it's got some color on it, then do the same with some onions, ginger, and garlic. For the best texture, you also want to stir fry your udon noodles, then add everything back into the pot along with the sauce, some sesame oil, and some browning seasoning sauce. Top it all off with some sesame seeds and it's ready to enjoy. The last time I went to Chipotle, I was severely underwhelmed. Since then, I've been craving a good bowl, so let's make it at home. Combine Chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, garlic cloves, smoked paprika, cumin, oregano, black pepper, white pepper, salt, white vinegar, avocado oil, and water. Blend that up, pour it over the chicken, and then cook these on the grill for that signature smoky flavor. For the beans, add in some of that chicken marinade, water, bay leaves, a splash of lime juice, let it cook for about 20 minutes, then finish it off with a little more water. Making the sides is super simple. It's just 3 different bases with the same ingredients added in each time, which is just red onion, jalapeno, cilantro, lime juice, and salt. Obviously, I whipped up some cilantro lime rice, and for me, the best part of going to Chipotle is having your bowl topped with the white queso, so I went ahead and made that as well, and then finished it off with some Monterey Jack cheese, white cheddar, and some lime juice. Then just assemble your bowl however you like. Don't forget the shredded lettuce, top it off with that queso, and it's ready to enjoy.
This is the juiciest, crispiest lemon chicken that takes 2 minutes to prep and has a secret ingredient. Let's go. To the chicken, add olive oil, salt, pepper, lots of dry oregano, and lots of lemon juice. Secret ingredient, plain yogurt. Give it a nice massage and you can let it sit for at least an hour with extra lemon, lemon slices, and unpeeled garlic. Bake it uncovered, enjoy, and follow for more. There's a secret to making the juiciest 2-ingredient chicken, and that secret is yogurt and buffalo sauce. Massage the chicken, air fry, or bake until golden. Follow for more.
Welcome back to 30-minute meal, and we are making creamy mushroom udon. So your udon in hot organic water. In a pan, heat the butter and oil. Add in shallots, garlic, and miso paste. Saute until fragrant for 2 minutes. Add in mushrooms and saute until deeply golden and caramelized. Pour in heavy cream, chicken stock, and season with light soy, white pepper, and MSG for health. Bring it to simmer and cook until slightly thickened. Add the udon and mix until everything is coated with the sauce. Once it is done, enjoy. Welcome to 30-minute meal, and we are making beef and broccoli fried rice. First, marinate the steak with soy sauce, sesame oil, Chinese cooking wine, baking soda, salt, pepper, cornstarch, and oil. Next, saute the beef for 2 minutes until golden brown and set aside. In a wok, saute the garlic and shallot for 1 minute. Add in the broccoli and saute for another 1 minute. Add in the oat rice from Ming Dynasty and season with soy sauce, oyster sauce, dark soy sauce, sesame oil, sugar, white pepper, and chili oil. Stir fry the fried rice on high heat for 2 minutes. Add the cooked beef and give it a final mix. Once it is done, garnish with sesame seeds, chili powder, and garlic flakes. Enjoy! Welcome to 30-minute meal, and we are making honey lemon garlic chicken. First, season the chicken thigh with salt and pepper. Lightly coat the chicken with cornstarch. In a pan, add the chicken skin side down. Once it is golden, flip and cook for another 6 minutes. Next, melt some butter. Add in garlic, soy sauce, mirin, honey, chili flakes, paprika, lemon zest, lemon juice, and black pepper. Cook the sauce until it gets thickened. Add the chicken back and baste the chicken with the sauce. Once it is done, serve with hot steamed rice and enjoy.
I'm still blown away by the fact that this whole meal was cooked in one pressure cooker. The flavor was unmatched, and the meat, well, you can see, so tender. Drop those ribs in a pressure cooker. I used about 1.5 kilos. I had no idea where I was going with this, but I added lots of garlic, some whole cumin, a little coriander powder, some cinnamon powder, whole cardamom, a little chili flakes, whole black pepper, and some salt, alwali of course. I really love their Himalayan salt. I also added a few whole cloves, and don't skip this. Olive oil went in as well. Pressure cooker has a saute feature, so I used that and added some sliced onions and coriander. Oh, and some tomato paste. Top it off with water and add some vinegar. I cooked the meat for about 45 minutes, and when that was done, I added some washed and soaked rice. Make sure you give it a good mix, and then you need to cook it again, this time only for about 9 minutes. Listen, there's no time for excuses. This is totally something you can do. And people who come over are going to be like, what? You made that? To which you'll respond, yep, I did that. The weekend is here. I have faith in you. Go out and cook. Bye. If French toast and samosa fell in love and had a baby, this would be it. This should be called gone in 60 seconds. I get my good quality minced beef from House of Meat, brown it in a pan and add some onions. I've been known to make this with tuna sometimes. I'll list all the ingredients in the description. Once your mixture cools, add 2 eggs in. You might need more depending on how much you're making. Then dunk your bread in there, making sure it's well coated with the meat mixture. Heat some olive oil in a pan and then cook your beef toast. It smells so good. I'm really not surprised everybody hounds me for the recipe when I make them. Sometimes the simplest things end up being a crowd favorite, and this is just one of those. Cook all your beef toast, or shall we call them samosa toasts? Let's name these. I like to cut mine into little bite-sized pieces. Perfect for little hands, big hands, all hands. Top with your favorite sauce and enjoy. I'm gonna go make some more now because this batch was gone in 60 seconds. I cannot believe this took 9 minutes to cook, but it did, and it was so good. Growing up, I didn't like lentils. They're called podio in East Africa. I'm using Al Wazir rice today. I had my rice and lentils in a pot along with coconut milk, a little salt, and some water. The rice and lentils were both washed and pre-soaked. I wanted to cook this fast, so I cooked it in a pressure cooker for 9 minutes. And that's all it took for fluffy rice and soft lentils. Some people like theirs more mushy. I don't know if this still qualifies as mseto, but I like mine this way. And for me, crispy onions is a non-negotiable. You have to add it. It really elevates the whole dish. Another thing I love to add is a blend of peppers, chili, and lemon. The coconut, the caramelized onion, everything is honestly just so perfect together.
Bismillah. Bismillah.
Today, I'll be creating one of the most beloved dishes in South Asian restaurants, chicken tikka masala paired with buttery naan. Trust me, nothing beats this combination. Let's start by marinating the chicken. Combine chicken pieces with salt, coriander, cumin, garam masala, Kashmiri chili, turmeric, fenugreek leaves, minced ginger, garlic, green chilies, fresh lemon juice, some mustard oil, and creamy yogurt. Mix everything thoroughly, cover it, and let it marinate. Let's move on to cooking the chicken tikka. Thread the chicken pieces onto the skewers, place them on a baking sheet, and bake. Now for the delicious part, preparing the masala. Heat up ghee, add the diced onions, and saute until they become translucent. Then stir in some ginger garlic paste, cooking until it's aromatic. Add spices, salt, chili, cumin, coriander, garam masala, and turmeric. Mixing well. Allow this mixture to cook for just a few seconds. Now incorporate tomato paste, then pour in tomato puree, cover the pan, and let it simmer until much of the water evaporates and the oil separates. Blend gravy until it's perfectly smooth. Let's combine chicken and masala. Stir in double cream and gently add the cooked chicken tikka into the masala. Mix everything thoroughly and let it simmer for a few minutes. Finally, it's time to garnish and serve. Plate your chicken tikka masala and sprinkle with chopped coriander and drizzle of double cream on top to add a stunning touch. Serve it hot alongside with fluffy plain boiled rice and then naan for a complete meal. Enjoy! Today, I'm making some spicy and juicy chicken tenders with AIP Foods. First thing first, grab those chicken tenders and give them a cozy bath in buttermilk. I'm using Indus Hot and Spicy Special Chicken Fry Mix to amp up the flavor. Just sprinkle a little and don't forget to add a splash of pickle juice. Let them marinate for about 30 minutes. Pour in some more of that Indus Chicken Fry Mix and get ready to coat those chicken tenders one by one. Next, let's heat up some oil in a pan. Once it's hot, gently add the chicken tenders. Fry them until they are crispy. Once they are done, take them out and serve those tenders with Indus spicy mayo and Indus chili sauce on the side for that extra kick. And don't forget some crispy french fries to complete the meal. There you have it. And don't forget to check out the wide range of Indus sauces and fry mix. When you're craving a simple dinner, I've got just a recipe for you. Chapati made with Indus gluten-free atta and a delicious dal. Let's get started. Take the large mixing bowl and place the Indus gluten-free atta. Now add hot boiling water and start mixing. It will take a while to come together. Once it's combined, knead the dough well until it's smooth. It should feel soft to touch like a wet clay. Cover the dough with a damp tea towel and let it rest for a few minutes. In the meantime, let's cook the dal. Start by rinsing the Indus red lentils thoroughly. In a pan, heat up some ghee, add diced onions and cook them until they become translucent. Next, stir in crushed ginger and garlic, cooking until you can smell that aroma. Now it's time to spice things up. Add salt, chili, cumin, coriander, and turmeric. Mix those spices well. Throw in diced tomatoes, add the rinsed dal, pour in some water and cook until everything is tender. To finish it off, garnish with fresh coriander, green chilies and a sprinkle of garam masala. Now back to the dough. Make small dough balls. I'm using a roti maker for this step. Place the dough, close the lid and press the handle. Immediately open it and let the roti cook for a few seconds on the one side before flipping it and cook on the other side. Look at that, it's super soft. But tip to remember here, never put the gluten-free atta in the fridge after kneading. And while making rotis, it should be slightly warm to touch. And there you have it, your chapati and dal are ready to be enjoyed.
Let's make the most delicious baked spaghetti. That is just creamy, dreamy, and packing flavor. As your pan gets hot, drizzle in lots of good olive oil, and then introduce diced onions and just sweat them down. A few minutes later, just salt them down, toss in lots of ground beef, and then with a wooden spoon, just go to town. Now once your meat is brown, I'm gonna salt this down one more time, then just lower the heat and go in with your favorite store-bought marinara. And I like to pack it with ground beef so there's extra protein. This is one of those recipes that's super easy, but damn delicious. You just trust the process. Now in a separate pot, I'm gonna warm down some cream. Then once it starts to lightly bubble, drop the heat and start grating down some Italian snow. Now I'm gonna add my cooked spaghetti to that warm cream, splash of pasta water to thicken, and then you just want every noodle to be sauced and glossed. Now this is inspired from a recipe called $1 Million Spaghetti, but usually a full Alfredo or bechamel sauce is used. That's way too much work. It's time to toss the spaghetti into a baking dish, top that all off with your meat sauce, and then you want to just top this off with a light layer of shredded cheese. I'm doing a 3-pepper Kobe Jack for a kick. Now, into the oven, 350, 20 minutes. And obviously finish with greens to negate all those calories. And as always, now bismillah. Let's make cheesy birria arayes. Amazing is an understatement. To start, we're gonna grab our birria chilies, rip off the stem, and just take out all those beautiful seeds. Toss your peppers into a bowl and submerge them in some hot water. And you just wanna let them wake up for about 10 minutes. Now in the meantime, oil up a hot pan, and then we're just gonna toast down some onion and heartburn. Just quickly throw them into a blender cup, then just throw in all those hydrated chilies. Now to season, we need oregano, paprika, and cumin. Then we're just gonna blitz this up until a nice paste. Now, in this bowl, I have 85-15 ground beef, and you already know my rules, always salt the meat directly so you get the perfect amount. Then I'm gonna throw in the beautiful birria marinade, and then we just want to get in there and massage it all in. Now, we're going to grab our beautiful pita. You're going to cut it in half the short way. Then we open it up to make a pocket. Grab the meat, shove it into the pocket. You're going to flatten it out to make a decently thin layer. And then optionally, you're going to stuff each one with some Chihuahua cheese. Not too thick, not too thin, because you don't want the meat to be raw in the middle. Now, lucky for me, I have this birria spice rub. I just want to mix that in with a little bit of oil. I'm just going to brush it onto my arayes and toast. And never forget the other side gets some love too. And as always, now bismillah. Yo, I don't even know what to say. Dude, this is insane. Oh my god. Let's make some insane onion rings. To start, slice your onion down from the root, turn it around and slice the top, and then you just want to gently peel it, including taking off this membrane, if you could find it. And I like using a medium-sized onion, because it has a good batter to onion ring ratio. And because this onion is pretty flat, I'm just going to slice it in half. And now you have these beautiful held together rings. So one time I was actually being lazy when I was trying to make some fried onions, and I actually covered them in some leftover buttermilk that I had. And covering your onions in buttermilk might be the move. I like to just splash them with a little hot sauce. Then we do a little garlic powder, smoked paprika, and chipotle chili powder. And just very carefully try not to break them while you mix, or else this will happen. Now in a separate bowl, I'm going to do some all-purpose flour. I'm going to do about 30-40% of that in cornstarch. Throw in the same level like we did with the buttermilk. Real quickly, let the onions drip off all their excess moisture. Then instantly throw them into your flour mixture. And I just kind of want them to dry out and vibe. Now for the fun part, I'm going to go back into the wet batter and then gently and carefully toss them into some panko breadcrumbs. So yes, indeed, that is wet, dry, wet, dry. Now very carefully, we're going to toss them into some hot oil set at 350. After about like 4 minutes, you cannot tell me those don't look incredible. Just hit them with a little bit of flaky salt. And as always, now bismillah.